One of the cool surprises at the show this year is Monster Hunter World. This is a PlayStation 4 game that's coming out soon. Is it just going to be on the PlayStation 4? I know a lot of Xbox fans would be curious to see if it's coming over there.
No, definitely. We wanted to make this one available to as many people as possible. So it will be PS4, Xbox One, and then also PC at a later date as well.
Okay, so it's coming everywhere. Now this is an open world, a true open world Monster Hunter experience. There's no loading in between the areas on this one.
Right, so it's a little bit different. If you played Monster Hunter, you're not going to see those very distinct, like now loading, get to the next scene. The area is vast, it's big. We're not really considering an open world game, but in terms of if you're familiar with Monster Hunter at all, there won't be those restrictions. It'll feel a little bit more, like a living, breathing world. So
yeah, and I guess, I mean, you forget about those now loading pieces when you're playing the other Monster Hunter games anyways.
Right.
It just makes it more streaming and more seamless because you don't get those little interruptions anymore.
Definitely, a little bit different. It's something that for some people may take them by surprise, but excited to bring because people would use them strategically as well to just get out of areas. But now it presents new challenges, new opportunities. All in all, what we're trying to do is just build an awesome world for players to play in. So,
well, and it looks like it's more living and breathing, which I think is part of the agenda here as well. It looks like there's plant life, there's fireflies and mucus that glows in the dark, and there are all kinds of details in this one that it's beautiful. It really demos very nicely.
Nice. Yeah, so instead of just being, the ground that you're walking on or the water that you're walking through, like the environments are now able to be used. You can swing on things, you can use traps, you can scrape mucus off, as you mentioned, to help track monsters so you're not just aimlessly looking around to find one. There's tons of ways to not just walk through, but also use the environments to your advantage.
That's awesome, and obviously a part of the ecology is the monsters eat each other. Yeah. I watched this big fat one eat this little skinny one, and it was awesome, amazing animations. This is a series that has really worked hard with monster animations over the years, but I imagine this has some of the new stuff we've never seen before.
Definitely. So we've got new monsters. We've got some classic ones as well. The one back here we've got is the Rathalos. He's been kind of our poster boy for the entire series so far. Yeah. But we also shown one in the trailer called the Anjanath. Obviously, plenty more has come as well, but as you mentioned, we're putting a lot of heart, a lot of love into what these characters do, the animations, and making them feel alive as the world that they're in. So
yeah, very cool. Was this kind of the team going, okay, we've sold a lot of these, we've done very well with this franchise, it's very popular, but now we have tremendous horsepower, let's show people what we can do?
Yeah, it's been something that's definitely been requested for a very long time. Had its roots in PlayStation 2 a long time ago, and we've been making fantastic games. They've been mostly portables, but we really wanted to step it up for a new era. We have console power, we have PC as well, and doing something it's a dream come true for a lot of the guys at the team. It's really awesome here because we can finally tell people, your request has been granted. Please get ready to play it on a mainline console and PC. So, awesome. Really fun experience to come.
Are you taking advantage of the 4K capabilities of PC and PS4 Pro and Xbox One X?
We haven't gotten to that one just a ton yet. Yeah. More, it's just kind of the message this is what it is for Monster Hunter. Some people are familiar, but it could be the first time that some people may be introduced to the franchise. Right, okay, so we're sticking with the message of what the game is overall. You're going to be hunting, you're going to be crafting, finding loot, getting better gear and weapons to hunt better monsters, and making sure people get that line first.
Yeah, I guess you got time to kind of give us more sort of nitty-gritty details and stuff. When you see World, though, you think, is it an online experience where you're going to be able to connect with other people around the world, or Definitely. Is that the, yeah, okay.
So you can play single player, but we obviously recommend it's up to 1 to 4 players. But what's cool about World, too, we use the word world. It's the subtitle of the game, but also in the context, it's going to be a global release for the first time ever for Monster Hunter. Oh, cool. But then also, you're also going to be able to play for the first time with people from Europe, people from Japan. Those servers used to be parted off together. You could only play with your own region. Now, wherever your friends are, you'll be able to play with them online.
There is always a tremendous amount of customization. I spend so much time in that character generator. It's ridiculous. Like literally like a day making my dude. Or my dudette. Are you streamlining stuff to get people into the action a little bit quicker, or is it kind of sticking true to the formula of how we've entered into the adventures of Monster Hunter games in the past?
There's still some stuff that we've got to figure out, streamline a little bit. We want to make sure that it's approachable for new players as well, but also still has that Monster Hunter DNA, that made the franchise so popular to begin with. So
yeah, I guess you're trying to hit all the quadrants. Yeah. Is this the first time that the Monster Hunter games have been on a PC?
The North, in our territory, yes. There have been other ones in Japan, Asia, and stuff like that. But for the North American, kind of Western territories, yes, 100%. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to get a million comments below this video about Nintendo Switch. If I don't ask about Nintendo Switch, you got everything else in there. I know you have other Monster Hunter games coming to the Switch, but is Monster Hunter World also going to come to the Nintendo Switch?
No plans or no announcements at the moment. The franchise does very, very well in Japan. We've got things like Monster Hunter Double Cross coming out in their territories, but nothing to announce here just yet. So.
Okay, so this really is a next-gen quality, beautiful, open, more seamless kind of world way to get people into the Monster Hunter franchise, but also keep the fans happy.
Definitely, we want to make sure that the message with World is the strongest. Like I know, we get the request too. Like we want Double Cross, we want this too. We want to focus on World for the West at the moment.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that the message for this title is strong, that it's a way for people to get in, for fans as well, to enjoy finally a Monster Hunter game on console and PC. So we're certainly going to deliver on that promise.
You want to expand and take over the world with Monster Hunter World.
We use the word world quite a bit. There's a lot of like fun.
A lot of maniacal laughter, and the development team. See, look at that. That's good. Is there one thing that in this game that you can tell fans that they've never seen before ever, and they're going to be freaking out when they see it in Monster Hunter World?
Let's see. So as a fan who I do work at Capcom, so it's a little bit biased. I came into this company now basically knowing nothing about the franchise, which is going to be the case for a lot of people. And then for the past couple titles that I've actually played, with friends, coworkers, people online, spent like 400 or 500 hours on each game, which is insane. I don't have that kind of time much anymore, so it's amazing to see how that happens. But it's an amazing amount of depth. The community is fantastic, and it's just a really fun cooperative action game. Like, definitely going to give it a try, and hope you guys do as well.